Hello, it's me, Sunfire SG, and welcome back to Craftaway. It's episode 4, and as you can see, Frankie has just joined the round. As you can see, that's thrown me off track. I was going to say that we have been busy. We have got ourselves a little fishing boat in the back there. If you want to know how to build this, there is a tutorial on my channel. There is going to be a shameless plug popping up in the corner right now. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's I like it. I love how that boat turns out. It's a nice little fishing boat. But we have actually got wings, as you can see. Falcon was very kind and dropped off an elytra with mending and unbreaking. We have got mending on our chest piece, and we've got a bit of diamond gear, but we do need to get mending on that. Mending on the shovel, need mending on the axe, but we are getting there on the gear. Now, we've made a little bit of work in here. We've named it Cape Farewell. We have got a bit of a change in here. We've took the door out. You'll see why in a second. I have got some handy dandy villagers down here. That's why all these barrels have been replaced by chests, as I wanted to get these villagers to stop being fishermen. So we've got a farmer and a librarian. Don't know if he's got mending yet, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, I guess. So yeah, all the barrels are gone. We are now in chest territory, which isn't, I don't think it looks as nice, but if it stops them being fishermen all the time, then that's fine. We've got our fisherman gear here as well. And yeah, everything's looking pretty good. I'll just have a quick fly over to the mainland to show you what I've done in between as well. So Frankie did this wonderful bridge, but I was getting annoyed that I had to swim across this little river every time I wanted to get back to the mainland. So I put in this little bridge as well, just something simple. And we did finish up the skeleton farm as well. So if we head down here to have a look at it, let's have a look over here. We have got a skeleton farm. Now you might be saying, oh, but you should have built this on camera. Yeah, I mean, I could have. I definitely could have built this on camera. I just picked up a bunch of junk, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Let's just biff all that again. But I've actually got a better idea. Now, because we've had custom traders in this version, the Wandering Traders have deals, and one of the deals is for spawn cages, and one of the other deals is for spawn eggs. So we have got ourselves, we're going to basically extend this farm, so it's not just a skeleton farm. So we don't just get clay, we'll get something else as well. Now I need to find somewhere to take off. My New Zealand connection means that we've not really had much luck with the elytra. It tends to just involve me falling into the water a lot. That's all my rockets gone again. Oh well. Can we stick the landing? Yeah, just about. Now, if I show you what I've got here. Inside this box we have spent all of our diamonds, all of them, to get 3 monster spawners and a stray egg. So we are going to make a stray farm right next to the skeleton farm. So they'll both be active at the same time. Or maybe I'll make it so you can make one active and one unactive, depending on what you want. We need to put a storage system in, same as a zombie farm. But ideally, that's basically what we're going to work on today. I know, we said we we're going to do the wither cage, and yeah, that's probably not going to happen today. But I do want to get that done relatively soon. Although, I tell you what, it's not even necessary. We went through all that trouble of getting the skulls, and I'll show you. They were selling, one of the Wandering Traders was selling a beacon for 10 diamonds. So, I don't need to fight the wither now. I will, but it's, yeah. Yeah, so I mean, we're pretty geared up now. So I'm going to get some resources together. I'm going to start planning out exactly how I want this to look, how I want my storage to look, and then we will go ahead and start building. Okay, so we're just measuring out the room here. What I'm thinking is this section in the middle will turn into a little enchanting station, because the XP should be pouring in pretty quick, and it does mean you could potentially have a nice little safe spot to AFK for a little bit. Let them build up on both sides if you wanted to, and then just, double the fun. I could potentially bring them all into one chamber, but I kind of want them separate, because what I'd like to do is maybe have maybe have the storage in the middle. I think that's what we'll do. We'll have the storage here. But yeah, no, it's just a case of knocking out this room, making it the same design as that one in there, and then putting in the little spawner cage, which should be interesting. We'll see how that goes. I've not actually done this before, so it's going to be tricky, I think. Back soon. I hope we are ready to kick this into gear. So let's go ahead, grab some water, just start filling in the last little bits of that. Then we can add our spawner cage, our egg, and hopefully this thing will be all go. Let's go ahead and fill that little bit in there. And what we'll do is we'll just grab the water out of there for a second, just so we can basically walk this all the way along. Grab another water bottle, water bucket, put that in there. That's all looking pretty good. All we need to do now, you know what, can never hurt to have that in your inventory, can it? So we'll go ahead and we'll pop that away. Now is the moment of truth, because I haven't actually tried this. So, monster spawner. Let's put this in very delicately at first. There we go, all on its own. Oh, will this work? I would assume it would, but as far as I know, I don't think anyone on the server has tried this yet. So, shift click? Or just normal click? I'm going to research. I'll be back. I couldn't find anything, so this is basically a guess. Let's go ahead and shift. Oh, it is shift. Okay, good. That is now lit. Let's just make this a little safer and grab our silk touch pick, and we will go ahead, knock that out, knock that in, bonk bonk, and then this should in theory go here. Oh, I've just got this feeling that something's going to go wrong here. Yeah, no, that's a stray. And I've got slowness. Ow, jerk. Well, that's the plan. That was the hope, is that we would be able to get slowness arrows from this. I feel like that could be quite a fun little thing to be maybe selling. I don't really know. But all being well, they will continue to spawn. Yes? Yes, please? I think we need to fill in this area here because I think the light's coming through, isn't it? Let's go ahead and fill that in. I think that might be all of it. It looked like the light was coming from the side and not this side. Okay, so some of the light's coming through there as well. And let's see what we can do here. Yeah, we got light coming through there as well. So, fill in all this up. Should improve spawn rates. Yeah. Okay, so I need more blocks. Let's just go with stone. That's looking promising. Be good to me, come on. I think I can hear them. I've got my mob sounds turned all the way down, so it's not ideal. Yeah, no, they're dropping. They're dropping there. You got anything in here? Nope. Right, so let's give that a go. They are dropping. They're not dying. This is all sounding pretty good. Yep, there's the slowness arrows, and I think it's packed ice they drop. So we've got a steady source of normal arrows. In fact, we're going to be overabundant with those. But I just want to see if it does drop the slowness arrows as well. It should do. Oh, we've got a lot of garbage here. What we got in here? Nope. You. No? Is that a yes or a no to the slowness arrow? Yes, no, we do, but they are a rare drop. But there we go. Yeah, we are getting ice from them. So that's relatively handy. We have got a stray spawner, we've got a skeleton spawner. That's all super and dandy. Now we've got to work on the fun stuff, which is the redstone. Yay, my favourite. So I'm going to crack on with that, I think. It's going to be the same sort of drop evators and item sorters that was in the zombie farm. Nothing too serious, nothing too exciting. So if you've not seen that, go to episode 1 or check out the tutorials by Mumbo Jumbo and Impulse. They've been around a couple of years now, so they're very standard. Yeah, let's get that in. Welcome back. So we had an issue with the recording. We had a few issues with sound quality and weird stuff like that, but basically the design has been finished. We've gone ahead and put in some on-off switches for these two spawner farms as well. The design is carried across. We've got a nice little enchanting station / AFK spot. You stand here, both of those are active, and they'll both just keep pumping them out into these chambers. It's kind of nice having two separate chambers, because what we can have is basically two people down here repairing their items. It is relatively efficient. It's definitely efficient if you're just down here on your own, but if there's two people, it's still very efficient. Down the back here, it's a simple drop evader with soul sand and water. Nothing too major. I think it was by Mumbo for that one. Well, the dropper clock was anyway, but the soul sand's just a game mechanic. And then this is your Impulse item sorter. Very simple, been around for about 5 years. Again, check out the tutorials for those two people. Very easy to find and very, very handy. At the front here now, we have got a little device, doohickey, for burning all the extra bows and armor just to get some nuggets. I mean, that's not really necessary, but we've got it just in case. We've got the overflow here. Now, the redstone for that was my design, but we're talking very simple design. It's a piston that pushes an observer into an observer. It's literally been around since observers came out. Yeah. In here, we're getting our ice. We're getting our arrows of slowness. We are pretty lucky in those regards. And if we head back, a few more things have popped up in the town, which I'd like to show you. So I've been having it rough with some pain, so I've just basically been building off camera because it's a nice distraction for me when the pain gets bad. So we've got two little buildings here, a couple of houses, very simple, bit run down, bit beat up, but you get the idea. It's just something that, residents can live in. We're going to be working on the church for the skeleton farm at some point. I've got some cool ideas for that, which I'd like to try out. And basically the only other thing that we've had is a couple of new additions at the lighthouse. So if we have a quick... Oh good, my New Zealand connection allowed me. We've got a couple of additions in the form of playheads, which we managed to get. So here at the top of the lighthouse, we've got our nice little friend here. Thank you, Frankie, for the player heads, by the way. We've got our lighthouse keeper. I'm not really sure why he's got the torch. The torch is kind of redundant when you've got that great big monstrosity of a light there. But he seems to be looking out towards the mainland. Maybe he's pining for a lost love. I don't know. It's your story. You fill it in. What's he doing? You let me know in the comments. We are pretty much done for this episode. I will be back relatively soon. I'm hoping my pain subsides. It's been pretty bad. So I may have to take a small break of a week or two just to recover, but hopefully not. I'd like to keep it, going on this. I've got a couple of build tutorials kind of hashed out and ready to go as well. But yeah, I want to be in a good space to record those because you can kind of tell. I think this episode's been a bit flat, personally. It's not been up to my usual high energy standard or higher energy. I've never been like super high energy. I mean, I'm not conniption fit. That man's got crazy energy. I wish I could emulate that. But we are pretty much done for this episode. We will be back as soon as I possibly can. to continue the work here on the realm. We've got some amazing stuff popping up, and I look forward to showing off a few more builds that other people have done, as well as the ones that I get up to. So stick around. See you later.